Well, as usual, I'm late with this, but again, I only blame the release dates. It's the Black Clover chapter 4-2. Last week, Aster cut down the disgusting brother with one attack, and yeah, indeed did. And the sister of the church reveals that senses that even though Asta has no mana, he's still strong. Elsewhere, Gorge wins against the child brother pretty easily, apparently by using a double. This is something I really did not understand. From the beginning, I thought he was casting a mirage, but then I realized that no, he's not casting a mirage. He's casting a lot of spell, then he's casting another spell while in the middle of his barrage, therefore creating a double from his so-called mirror world that can attack enemies. So even when an enemy is focused on him, when he's attacking, his double can then attack from behind. A very useful magic and a pretty good one for someone who is, what do you say, who is fighting dirty like a ex-thug like him. Elsewhere, Aster wakes up all the children, but not before wanting to punch the face of the disgusting brother, because, well, he says something that we all agree on. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to live without mana? And in a way, I mean, Asta is so far the only one without mana. And most of the world things in this world consists of mana. I mean, it still hasn't answered that question. What makes Asta's with no mana so different? And this anti-magic, is this some kind of disaster spelling? The fact that this sister also says these children are the future Clover. But then the sister and Asta talks about the fact that the sister of Asta's church, called Lily, trained once in hers. And she told, and Lily told them that Asta was short and loud, which is very, very true. In a way, he is like Haikyuu, no, not Haikyuu, the volleyball guy. Hinata, because, well, he is short and he is loud. If they ever make an anime, I just hope they take that Seiju. It seems pretty appropriate. But at the same time, Lily was very proud of Aster. And then Aster says, "I'll never give up on you, sister." I mean, the older sister just basically told Aster what his problem is. He's short and loud. Well, I do not want to judge someone who is short just by saying that's his fault. But the fact that when they describe him as short and loud, I always consider that a standard way of saying a guy with a very small brain. Granted, however, do not misunderstand. I'm not blasting people of shorter height because of that. It's just basically what I translate they are saying inside this Shonen Jump. Because Asta is basically an idiot hero for the fact that despite everything, Candy has realized that Sister Lily has a commitment to the church. Then Gosh begins to maul the child brother, even though his sister begs him to stop. Gosh does not want to. I mean, these brothers are, I have already said they're disgusting, but in a way they're a bit different. Apparently the child brother only wanted friends. You know what I said in a previous one where I sometimes feel the kids are not innocent? In a way you can just describe that child brother as that version of kid is not innocent. I know he's not a child, but his mindset is extremely childish and unhinged. The fact that he wants friends but at the same time slaps someone else when they speak out of line is basically just like an unhinged child. And those are the kind of children I feel are not so innocent. The disgusting brother, however, do not care about any of that. All he wanted was to make dough. So yeah, he was working for someone. Why? For some money? It's clear they're not a member of that group, because then Teleporting magic appears, and a familiar face showed themselves. No, it is not Rides and his ego, it's the crazy scientist Sally, the one, or the sexy scientist Sally. But then again, we can't really say that. We can only say that once, and I think you can guess why. But yeah, this basically confirms that Sally is dressed in a pretty stripperic outfit. Most of the fact, I mean, I was wondering once if Noelle had anything underneath her miniskirt, but then we confirmed she had. But it seems that Sally does not. Maybe. Either way, it appears that these brothers worked for the White Knight Demon Eye. Why? Well, that's the question. Apparently the older brother was only in it for the money. But again, why? Why would they take the mana from children? I mean, the sister did say one thing that could very well mean it. She said, "The children are the future of our kingdom." And the White Knight Demon Eye's goal is to destroy the Clover Kingdom. So maybe they just wanted to weaken those with high potential? Or is this stretching back to Aster again? I mean, as we know, Sally wants to study Aster and his anti-magic. Is she hoping that by stealing mana from children and where they cannot get it back, she can study them? I don't know. Either way, Gorge attacks, but Sally managed to block that one with a lick around her lips to further show just how unhinged and disturbing she is. She's sexy, yet disturbing. She declares that Gorge is interrupting her reunion with Asta. That's basically this chapter. As I said before, Gorge is a character that really needs to... well, I didn't say it previously in this chapter, but he's a character that really needs to... I wouldn't say get a grip, but the fact that even though his sister begs him to, he still refuses to punch someone when he's down. That just shows that he has, even though he loves his sister, in a way he's still all those in a way selfish, but I mean, if anybody deserved, I mean, the child brother did deserve what he did, but if there was anyone who deserved to have his guts kicked out, it was the disgusting brother. But we'll see about that, won't we? Gorge needs to learn something to become a better person, but then again, all his personality is only about his siscon, so I doubt it. We got some glimpse of Sister Lily, and we finally heard her name, so it's clear that this older woman had raised her. And it's also clear that Sister Lily is very beautiful, which was why maybe Asta never gives up on her. But we saw the return of Sally this quickly. And as I said before, what are their goals for these children? Was this only something to flush out Aster? Or is Sally really trying? No. Is it trying to flush out Aster? Is this an attempt to weaken the kingdom? Or is this a way to find out to study anti-magic? Who knows? But we'll have to wait a couple of weeks before we get that answer, because next week I think all the popular mangas are on break. I mean, this week at least. So, and then they will go on a break later too. Give me your thoughts if you have any.